Hey there, it's me. I guess you knew who it was, Bryce Cleveland. I know you're getting sick of looking at this mug and all these videos all the time, but I knew that I had to make this video to answer a lot of your questions because I can't answer them all individually all the time. So this is a video to really keep you informed on our process, what we do, all the above. So I get a lot of questions that come in, and Ralph from Arizona asked me, what is scalp pigmentation? Scalp pigmentation is the process of replicating hair follicles while implanting pigments in your scalp. We have our own special blend of ink that gives the illusion of hair. This isn't permanent makeup, which only lasts 1 to 2 years. This lasts between 4 to 5 years, which comes to my next question. How long does it last? From John from DC. Now, it's kind of a tricky question answering that. Most people, I've done this 10 years ago, and their head is lasting as good as it was 10 years ago. But guys that are really out in the sun a lot, that are in tanning beds, they usually top out between 4 to 6 years. So mostly you're looking at a time span between 8 to 10 years, if you really take care of it. Another question from Kenny from New York City is, how many procedures does it take? The best part of scalp aesthetics, as we call it, is one and done. You come in, we do your procedure, and you're done. Now, there is the case of people that want to lower their hairline. There's spots that are lightened up, but you don't come in for 4 or 5 procedures. When we do it, we replicate the hair follicle. You walk out that day a new man. So that's what we really pride ourselves in, is when you come in, that's it. Tony from Dallas asks, what kind of hairline can you create? So we get the guys, mostly the African American guys, that like that edged up look. We do a lot of that, but we like doing a lot of the natural stuff too. Guys that want the more receding natural hairline, guys that have thinning hair, they just want it to look fuller. They don't want to shave their head, they want to keep their hair full, and then they want to fill in underneath of it. And that's what kind of leads us to talk about most of our clients and who they are. People that have had hair transplants. When I started this business, I never thought it would be those kind of clients, because I thought there would be men like me that were balding and they were young and wanted that new sharp look again. But actually, it's the guys that have had hair transplants and they haven't been able to give the density that they want from the hair transplant, and they've been left with a scar. They go from not hiding their hairline to now hiding a scar, or hiding both. So what we do is we camouflage the scar, we fill in, give it density, or they either shave it all off, we camouflage the scar, or they keep it long and we fill it in and we give them that complete look that they were looking for when they first went to the doctor. And sad to say, guys that come in here, they've had 4 or 5 hair transplants with no hair to show for it. So, but we kind of do the finishing touches, so it's pretty nice. The next question is, of course, everybody wants to know this, the pain. I know that you're going to want me to say it doesn't hurt, but it doesn't. It really, everyone says the pain's between a 1 and a 2. I've had my occasional guys that have gone through a little pain on the sides, when we're doing full heads with people, cancer patients, full alopecia patients. There's been some more, a little more sensitive areas. But for the most part, when I start the procedure, they're like, wow, this doesn't hurt at all. And some parts, they say even kind of feels good. The reason why I think ours doesn't hurt as much is because we make the needle, and we make these super small needles. We're not using commercial needles from permanent pens. We actually make the needles, so they're really, really small, so it doesn't hurt as much. Then our last question that we get a lot, this is Tom from Atlanta, is aftercare. And we'll add a little bit to aftercare. Aftercare, it's pretty simple. Don't put anything on it. If it feels like it's itching, don't scratch it. Just kind of slap it. We don't want anything to obstruct the healing. And I will add something to that, the redness afterwards. We're like, what do I got to hide out for a week before I reveal my head? The redness goes down in 3 to 4 hours, or probably the next day it's gone. I have younger guys that I do, and that night they're out at the club with their hat off, like loving life. So the redness goes away really, really quick, and that's what's so nice about this procedure. It's instant gratification. You come in, you get it done, that's it. You walk out a whole new man. There's a little bit of redness, but it'll go away by the night. So I've covered some questions, and I think that'll kind of help you out on your decision on what to do. And if you have any more questions, you know to give us a call. And like I always say, confidence, it's all on your head.